Hey, Tourpreneurs, it's Mitch Bach, and just a quick note before we begin today's episode. Tourpreneur is currently sponsored by Google. We're thankful for their support of our community, and we are offering with them a completely free course helping you unlock the power and potential of Google's Things to Do program, which is specifically helping tour operators add their tours to Google in new ways that gives you new exposure and more direct bookings. To learn more, go to tourpreneur.com/Google. And as always, show notes, more resources, links to our newsletter, our business coaching community, and so much more are available on tourpreneur.com. Now to the episode.
Today's episode of the Tourpreneur podcast is kindly sponsored by Checkfront, the booking platform trusted by over 5,000 tour and activity operators around the world. This month, Checkfront is offering an exclusive 90-day free trial for tourpreneurs. Find out more at checkfront.com/tourpreneur.
Welcome to the Tourpreneur podcast. Travel industry veteran Shane Whaley will take you on a journey with fellow tourpreneurs, sharing their tips, ideas, insights, and success stories to inspire you to make your tour business the best it can be. And now, here is your host, Shane Whaley.
And welcome back to our 30-day Things to Do challenge for tour operators. It's day 2. Ryan is back with us. How are you, Ryan?
Doing good, Shane. Thanks for having me on.
What have we got on today? What's today's challenge?
Today's challenge is all about automation. It's one of my personal favorites. So we've heard, again, from lots of operators about automating repetitive tasks that can easily be forgotten. There's lots of tasks that we do in our workflows, but some things just seem to slip through the cracks over and over again. So by automating some of those tasks, we can free up time, avoid miscommunication, and just make sure that everything gets done in the order that it needs to.
Okay, so in terms of automation, the company I hear a lot about, or the tool is, and I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, but is it Zapier?
Zapier, yeah. Their slogan is happier with Zapier, so that's how I always remember it.
How exactly does that work?
So Zapier is built around workflows. In a nutshell, it's a online automation tool that helps apps talk to each other. So things like Google Sheets and MailChimp and Airtable and Checkfront and Slack. It's built around these workflows called Zaps, and it's very plug and play, super intuitive. It's very like a set and forget app. Once you set it up, it can kind of does its thing. So a good example of that is if you receive bookings, let's say a few of our staff members don't have access to the booking system, you can set up Zapier to send every booking that comes through into a Google Sheet. So that's a live updated sheet that your tour guides can check to see who's arriving for the tour.
And how easy is it to use Zapier?
It's fairly easy. Yeah, you simply set up, integrate, connect it with your booking platform and any other apps that you might want to use. They have a huge list. There's lots of different options to choose from, and then each app, you can choose to basically just make connections between the two. And it's very like a if this, then that. So very logical. So if a booking arrives, send the booking details to Google Sheets, for example.
Yeah. I see the other tool you make reference to on the day 2 challenge is Trello cards.
Yeah, Trello is an amazing tool. We use it. Personally, I use it for project management, but tour operators can really benefit from any other projects, maybe outside of their workflow that they're using. Trello also has lots of resources on how tour operators can use it. And they have lots of different types of businesses use Trello for different project management.
I've only started recently using it, and obviously this applies to podcasting, but one of my challenges here is I have so many people who write to me that want to come on the show, for instance, or have an idea for the show. And it's where do I store all of, there's a million tour operators out there, right? So where do I store it all? So now what I've been doing is I have a Trello card set up for my, for the podcast. And then I forward those emails and they go into certain categories like a walking tour or a brewery tour. And I've got them all there in that Trello card rather than scrambling through Gmail, trying to find that person that had that great story about their tour business.
Oh, that's great. I've also heard I just got on to using their mobile app, which is very helpful. You can set up, different tasks for your teams and then make sure that the things at the end of the day get actually done using Trello by moving them into the to-do and in progress and done statuses.
Marvelous. Well, I will add that to today's show notes. And of course, you have the link in the PDF as well. Ryan, thanks a million for coming on, making your debut on the podcast.
Thanks for having me, Shane.
Tomorrow on day 3, we'll be joined by Angela Heald, but don't worry, Ryan will be back on future days in this 30-day challenge. I do have a favor to ask you, though. If there's a tool or an app that you are using either to manage your time or your business that's helping you be more efficient, don't keep it to yourself. Come and share it in our Facebook group, because we'd all love to learn what is working for you. You can find it at tourpreneur.com/Facebook. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Well, I'm not actually seeing you, but you know what I mean. Tomorrow, day 3 of the 30-day challenge.
Thanks for listening to the Tourpreneur podcast. Be sure to visit tourpreneur.com to join the conversation and access the show notes, including links to the resources mentioned on today's episode. This is Tourpreneur.